Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you are watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, going by the new tactics that Kenya Kwanza is trying to apply to counter the Azimio mass action, then it confirms just one thing. We might end up having no country if really this is the direction, because you cannot even just imagine on how to counter your opponent politically by applying assassination. You see, we are not in a more era where those who are opposed to that regime, the only option the regime was resulting to was assassination. I think in this new era, there is a way you can counter your opponent politically without even thinking on killing that person. So that is how low this regime is going. Raila Odinga raised that issue, and of course that news was covered in international media. Just imagine Ruto is being reported to an international media. And remember, the world is aware that the sitting president of the Republic of Kenya was once a suspect at ICC on a crime against humanity. Now, the story is now going back again in the international media. And this story was covered by the Voice of America, Straight Talk Africa. This is what they said. Kenya opposition leader Raila Odinga on Friday claimed he was subject to assassination attempt during Thursday's anti-government demonstration in Nairobi. And they quote him, "I don't think any police officer could aim to shoot and assassinate a politician without being commanded from the very top," Odinga said as he showed journalists dents and bullet holes on his armored vehicle. This joke too much far. You would think that Azimio has committed a crime in this country. Kenya is a country governed by rule of law, and we have our 2010 powerful constitution, which allows Kenyans to picket, demonstrate, sit in, to send a message to a regime that is not listening to them. So Raila and the Azimio are practicing that which is already protected in the law. You can see how he is pointing out on, number of times these people managed to hit with live bullet on his car. You would think he was a robber. You would think he was toppling a government. But he was leading Kenyans who are demonstrating against high cost of living, against the issue of IBC, new IBC constitution, constituting against also election theft. He's saying open the server. And seemingly, going by the latest developing stories, and we shared one of the video in the morning, this regime is determined even getting some officers out of this country. They are now borrowing officers to come and commit heinous act against Kenyans, against opposition leaders, and then they vanish. People you will never find again. People are only focusing on that notorious police officer who is causing havoc in this country. But there is something the minority leader in the National Assembly, Opion Wandayi, shared, suggesting that William Ruto is getting some of the tear gases and canisters from Uganda that is using on Kenyans, which is more lethal. This is what he said. That colored water used by the police on Thursday, we are aware it came from Museveni. He is forgetting that his goods are passing through our land here. Listen to Opion Wandayi shortly.
That colored water, which was being used by the police yesterday, we are aware it has come from Museveni. That colored water. It has come from Museveni, and Museveni is forgetting that his goods are passing through our land here. We will.
Now, one of our viewers on this Punchline shared with me some of the views having analyzed the current situation in this country as far as police are handling the mass action. And I think I'm just going to read his views without adding anything on it, because there is this issue of tear gassing everyone, throwing water cans and everything aimlessly, causing chaos. But there's an intention there. And according to him, this is what he's saying. The reason plan for police to first block, to slow down, and then second, throw excessive tear gas, creating a cloud of smoke on and around Raila's vehicle during the demonstration is to facilitate smoke screen cover and provide favorable time to undertake an assassination after first removing journalists and their cameras from the scene by brute force to remove evidence. Most of you saw what happened on Thursday. A lot of tear gas. It was just smoke. You could not see anything. Tell me, if there was someone who was planning a heinous act to reclaim someone's life, it is easy. We have seen how police were tear gassing the journalists. They were injured. Their cameras were destroyed. It means they're destroying evidence. What can happen when there is no camera? And why are they avoiding camera? What are they planning to do away from camera? It makes Kenyans to think the same way one of our viewers is saying here. This could be the end game, so that now you claim someone's life away from camera, and no one will take responsibility directly. Then someone is talking about Uganda officers in this country. Another one talking about the water cannon from Uganda now deployed in Kenya. So possibility of Uganda forces be also coming here to help this regime to commit a crime against humanity among people who are demonstrating. It is there. We can question that, because now it is becoming a matter of concern. So it's now, in as much Ruto is working outside in this country, getting to Europe, getting to West, getting to East, the world is also getting to know who William Ruto is and how he is dealing with the Kenyan politics. After Moi, when Kibaki came in, he was able to handle politics, especially after the 2007-2008 post-election violence. I think Kenyan politics was managed in a different way. Even the government side had a way of handling the opposition. Uhuru came in. He had this way of even handling when people get out to demonstrate. He was able even to sit down and listen to them. Because then that's how democracy expects people to do. You also listen to your opponent. You can have your way, you can have your way, but the minority also need to have their say. Listen to them. So Ruto will go in books as one of the leaders who failed to understand on how to manage peacefully the opposition, or to control them, or how to deal with them. It means the issue of illegitimacy will continue to be questioned in this country. Because if you are aware that you came through the ballot, what are you fearing? Why are you hiring water cannon from Uganda to come here? Why are you hiring the Uganda officers to come in this country? Why excessive force on people who are unarmed and peacefully demonstrating? No one is breaking the law up to this point. People are still peaceful. The people who are breaking the law. There are police officers in the manner in which they are engaging with the peaceful demonstrators. We have goons who have been hired and paid to cause chaos. But the officers are giving a blind eye in that direction. Their main focus is just on Azimio leaders, and they are targeting Raila Amolo Odinga. So Kenyans will have every reason to doubt the move this government is taking, and we can easily see people who are thirsty for blood. Why bloodthirst? I think this will be one of the dangerous paths that this government is walking into. I have seen people like Kimani Ichung'wah saying that as arresting Raila Odinga, it will not cause anything. Raila should be arrested. My friend, you should not even think in that direction. Because the first question will be, why are you arresting Raila Odinga? What sin has he committed? And are you arresting him, taking him to court, or where are you taking Raila Odinga? Ruto has lacked best advisors, or he's refusing to listen to the right advisors. He's buying to advice from people like Gachagua, who most of us know him as a one-time member of parliament and a former DO. Authoritative DO who are operating during the Moi era. He's bringing that barbaric behavior into this new dispensation. If really we need to have a country, then no one should think in that direction. Why should someone shoot direct on Raila Amolo Odinga's car? They have to come out and explain to us. Koome and his team should be aware that they will take that responsibility in case they are going to harm Raila Odinga. It is looking like a joke, but they are taking this joke too much far. We have to question it, and we have to warn them. For us to continue having a country called Kenya, Raila must be protected. This is not something to negotiate about. Even the government side understand that, and we don't know why they're moving in that direction. Unless if they're telling us that they want to cause the issues people have been talking about here, secession and other many things. And you know, that havoc. If they don't need peace in this country, then that is the direction they should go.